Yeah, you know what time it is. It's a milkman, and I'm back in this thing, man. Look, I know you guys missed me, and I've been away. I'm not even gonna deny that I've been away. I got my own spot, so I was moving in. I was living comfortable. I was laying down on my bed. It was a nice, you know, king size bed, fit for a king. And I said, man, I haven't posted on YouTube in a minute, so I'm back. I even got a nice glass of Coke quenching, but it's bad for you. So you guys don't drink Coke. Stick to your water, stick to your juices. Yo, okay, to offset my Coke, I did get a juicer. So I'm kind of, teeter tottering between the two before I head back to the gym and, get my flex on. But right now, the title of this video is going to be, is U of Guelph the most lit university in Ontario? If you guys remember, I did the top 10 universities ranked by social life. And I think the first university, number one was Western. I believe number two was McMaster. And if I'm not mistaken, number three was Queens. But I think U of Guelph has to take the number one spot. And if you don't believe me, look, I got a student here that's going to probably explain to you the reason why. So let's check it out.
Hi, I'm McKenna. I'm in marketing management in my third year.
Sweet, I was in marketing too.
Oh, really?
Guelph alumni. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. How is the program so far?
All right, so we got McKenna. She's in third year, marketing student, and you already know, if you're in third year, you pretty much know what's going on campus, the things that have happened before, the things that are happening now, and how they kind of correlate in between, what's out of the ordinary, what's new, and what's pretty much crazy. So let's see what else McKenna has to say about life at U of Guelph.
What's your craziest experience been so far at university?
Okay, so this is when we're going to get right into this bad boy. What is your craziest? Remember, she's a third year student, and she's going to explain to us what her craziest experience at this university was. So we really have someone who could, provide that information to us, and it would be very credible.
Definitely probably stuff that happens at homecoming.
Yeah.
Homecoming's definitely the best day of the year. I think it's always really fun, and there's always stuff going on, especially living on Chancellors this year. It was crazy. The people were there till 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
And
it's just like a whole street party, huh?
Yeah, even someone ran people over
Really?
on our street, and
Oh,
people
geez.
were vandalizing her car after. It was crazy.
Yo, I don't know if you guys realize how lit Chancellors Way gets at U of Guelph. Look, like I said, she just explained to it. She just explained it. A lady ran over a bunch of people on Chancellors. It got so lit, a lady didn't even know what she was doing while she was driving. She may have blacked out, ran into a fire hydrant, ran into a couple people, and then sped off. Look, I got an article here from Global News indicating that there was nearly 50 charges that were laid during Guelph homecoming. So like I said, this is a third year student. She knows what she's talking about. And this was also corroborated by Global TV News, right? If we dive right into this article, it says there was 46 charges that were laid around the city, and including those 46 were 35. There was open alcohol, 35 charges for open alcohol in public, 2 for underage drinking, 1 for public intoxication, 3 for hosting a nuisance party, and 1 for public urination. So let me tell you something. The U of Guelph students really got lit during the homecoming. So if you're really looking for a social interaction, a social time, I think this is a place that you need to be. I mean, even if you go to another university and you decide that you want to go to U of Guelph for next homecoming to turn up, it would probably be a good idea, right? So look, we could even quantify the level to which this homecoming was of epic proportions, right? According to this article, it says in a previous news release, police said there were more than 300 calls during a 17-hour period on the Saturday. And by comparison, in a typical 24-hour period, the police see only 200 calls for service across the city. So in a 24-hour period, generally speaking, the police services received 200 calls. Within that 17 hours, they had 300 calls. 17, 24, 300, 200. So this goes to show you the level to which U of Guelph students were getting lit. Man, I wish I was on Chancellors Way. I wish I was out there with my cameraman. I wish I was out there with my mic, talking to the students, recording the footage of the mayhem that was going down. I know you could probably go on social media to see all the craziness that was happening. Look, I know it was lit. In terms of the cost, the police are expecting more than 30 racks to tend to the costs and the fees that were happening out on Chancellors Way. I mean, I'm pretty sure that is going to cost the school a pretty penny to reimburse the people that really receive some sort of damages to their property as well as the city, because there's no way anyone's going to sweep this under the rug, right? But you know, if you're a university, I'm pretty sure that you're making money, and then you could cover all this stuff. A lot of times, institutions have some sort of fund that they, you know, contribute so that if things happen, unexpected events occur, they could pay for those things out of that funding. In addition to this, the article says there were 7 people that were taken to the Guelph General Hospital from the street party for medical issues ranging from extreme intoxication, right, to being struck by beer bottles thrown within the crowd. Holy crow, like, yo, I don't know if you guys understand the magnitude to which this was going down. But I understand it, right? I mean, you have officials talking about, oh, we need to keep it calm. You guys don't make any problems. No. If I've been in the house for 2 years because of the Rona, yo, the first thing I'm going to do when I get out is I'm going to turn up, right? So I understand, y'all. I hear where y'all are coming from in terms of turning up on the streets. And everyone's always trying to control other people, tell them what they could do and what they can't do. Man, in the words of one of my favorite rap groups, 3 6 Mafia, tear the club up. So if you're on the street, you already know how that kind of relates to what you guys were doing out there. So, you know, to end the article off, it says Wellington, Dufferin, Guelph Public Health. They're urging anyone who attended the street party to avoid unnecessary contact. You already know, monitor themselves, you know, because of Rona, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But look, man, all I got to say is, guys, I want to know what you guys think. Does U of Guelph, you know, take the title for top social university, you know, in the Ontario region? By comparison, in 2019, Western had to lay, or I think London had to lay $300,000 worth of charges. I believe that's what it was in 2019. This year, it seemed that, you know, Western was a bit more subdued in regards to allowing their students to have parties and whatnot. But from what I understand, there was still stuff going down in those Western residences that that was very, very, very damning, right? McMaster, from what I understand, in Hamilton, there was 7 charges laid total because of the homecoming. But by comparison, what does that say about U of Guelph? It just seems like the students at U of Guelph, they just really wanna hit the streets, hit the roads, and just show people, listen, we are family. And you know, it's all about love. They say that U of Guelph is a hippie campus, so this could be the reason why people just want to show love on the streets, despite all these charges that we're hearing about, you know, bottles being thrown, people getting run over, and all types of stuff like that. Of course, you're going to have some bad apples when it comes to a gathering of such magnitude, but at the end of the day, people want to get out there and show love to others. At least that's what I feel, in my opinion. But I would definitely love to hear what you guys have to say. How was your school's homecoming? Was it anything in comparison to this? I mean, even if you don't go to school, you know, in the Ontario region, you could be going to school in the States. You could be going to school in BC. Man, you could be going to school overseas. I always want to know, how do the schools like in London get down? How do the schools, the universities in the Caribbean get down? Do they turn up, or are they tame, especially coming off of the tail end of, you know, of a Rona period? You know, how are things, you know, really shaping up in terms of student life and social life? But, you know, I really like to thank Mckenna for providing us, you know, with this insight. She's a third-year student. So like I said, her insight is, you know, very, very valuable. And she survived, man. She survived. She said people were out there till 4 a.m. You know, she lived on Chancellors Way. she survived the onslaught. So, McKenna, for being a survivor, we salute you. But in the meantime, in between time, you know what time it is, the Milkman? I'm off this. Hopefully, I can hit you guys off with another one of these. But, easy, man.